So let's face it, social media is a business. And just like any business, if you don't have a good business plan and do good market research, it's probably gonna fail. So that's why I want to give you guys the 8 mistakes that you should avoid when starting your own YouTube automation channels. Let's just get right into it. So number 1 is hiring freelancers too early. For those of you who don't know what YouTube automation is, it's basically when you hire people to actually create YouTube content for you. You've probably seen YouTube channels like The Bright Side and Jake Tran. These channels create content without ever having to show their face. This is a huge benefit because it allows you to separate yourself from the actual content creation. So as a result, instead of actually spending time being on camera, you could actually hire out and leverage other people's time to grow your YouTube channels exponentially. Now, this is an amazing opportunity and a great way to actually change YouTube from an actual job to a business that you can scale. But one big mistake that I see a lot of people make is the fact that when they start their YouTube channel, they start hiring people off the gate. They start hiring people to do the thumbnails, do all the videos and all the editing, and all the voice acting as well. Now, here's the thing. If you have a lot of money to deploy, that can be good. But if you're just starting your first YouTube channel, you don't know much about YouTube yet. You're not exactly sure what makes a good thumbnail. You're not sure what makes a good video. And you're not sure what makes an engaging script so people actually stay and watch. So my suggestion is when you first start a YouTube automation channel, what you must do is actually create the content yourself in the beginning. These skills like script writing, thumbnail editing, and video editing will give you the actual confidence to know what type of videos will go viral in your space. Once you have these skills and have this knowledge, you can go take that knowledge and make sure you hire the best possible person to create the content for you. Because when you shift from having a YouTube channel focused only on you to having a YouTube channel that's ran by other people, it's super important to understand the type of videos that actually work in your space. And the only way you can actually get that knowledge is to actually have to create the videos yourself. So I'd say when you're first starting out, make 5 to 10 videos completely by yourself. And once you're confident in your skills in building and creating videos on your channel, you can then start hiring people out. Another benefit of doing this is the fact that you won't have to spend money in the beginning. When you're first starting your YouTube automation channel, you're probably not going to have a lot of money to start off with, and it's okay to not have a lot of money in the beginning. But if you don't have money, the one thing you do have is time. You have the time to invest into your skills, you have the time to invest in your knowledge, and you have time to actually grow your skills and your craft to create great videos that people will watch without ever having to show your face at all. So mistake number 2 I see a lot of people make is the fact that they do not niche down on YouTube. This isn't only for YouTube automation. This goes for YouTube in general. So many people start a YouTube channel and they do lifestyle. They do things that they like. They just do random things, random vlogs. And yes, that can work and that has worked in the past. But a big thing is that YouTube's algorithm doesn't really like to promote videos that are too different from each other. Think about it, right? How the YouTube algorithm actually works is it keeps pushing and recommending you content that's similar to the video you're already watching. Because if you watch a video that's similar to the video you're already watching, you'll more likely spend more time on YouTube, which means you'll watch more ads, which means YouTube makes more money. So they keep pumping and feeding you the same content over and over and over again. That is the key and the goal of the YouTube algorithm. So if you create videos that are completely different from each other, one video is about basketball, one video is about football, one video is about lifestyle, one video is about cooking, it doesn't make any sense, and YouTube will not know who your target audience is. That's why I say you should niche down as much as you possibly can. For example, if you want to start a YouTube channel about basketball, instead of only doing basketball, you could do YouTube channels about college basketball, YouTube channels about basketball legends, basketball stars, specific basketball people, because if you never really niche down, it'll be very hard to separate yourself from the competition. Let me give you guys a practical example of this. Let's say you want to go to a restaurant and you're really hungry for a burger. Would you rather go to Publix to get a burger, or would you go to In-N-Out to get a burger? You'd probably go to In-N-Out because they specialize in burgers. Their entire menu is just burgers and fries. That's it. So you know that they know what they're talking about when it comes to burgers, and they make the best burgers possible. Now, I'm guaranteed that Publix makes good burgers too, but if you want the best of the best and you're really hungry for the best burger possible, you're probably going to go to In-N-Out. So my point is, you should niche down and focus on a very small niche in the beginning. Once you tackle that small niche, you can keep growing your channel and get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, the third mistake I see a lot of people make for YouTube automation is buying an old channel. Now, I see that all the time. People say you should buy an old channel. Using an old channel is great because they already are monetized, but that's a big mistake in my opinion, because the one big thing about YouTube is metadata. Metadata is basically all the information YouTube has about your channel. This includes the title, the description, the tags, all the technical information that you give YouTube about your channel. Now, the reason why this is so important is because YouTube knows your target audience, so as a result, they'll use your metadata to send out your videos to your right audience. Now, if you buy a YouTube channel that already has a ton of videos already uploaded in the past, that can be a detriment to you because there's already so much metadata on that channel about a completely different topic. So a lot of times when you buy a YouTube channel that's old, you're going to notice that once you start uploading, you're going to lose subscribers. And the reason for that is because when people subscribed to that channel, they're not here to see your type of videos that you want to make. They subscribe to the original creator to see their videos. So if you keep uploading videos on a channel that wasn't based on that specific topic, it can hurt your views, your watch time, and that channel can honestly never grow. Buying an old YouTube channel and changing the content on it is kind of like completely changing your favorite TV show. Let's say you're watching Game of Thrones and halfway through the season, they just start playing Mario Kart. Like, you're going to be like, what is this? Why would I even watch this anymore? You're going to click off, obviously, because that's not what you signed up for. And because of that, you're going to see views go down. You're going to see watch time go down. You're going to see it's just going to be a detrimental thing to your business. So I honestly suggest always, whenever you start a YouTube channel, start from scratch because you have a clean metadata, clean slate. And if you use the correct tactics, your channel can be monetized very quickly. All right, mistake number 4 I see a lot of people make on YouTube, and especially YouTube automation, is paying for subscribers. Now, a big problem with paying for subscribers is you get something called empty subscribers. Now, on social media, I say never pay for subscribers at all because it never truly works. Because one, you could get banned from YouTube, which is not good. You don't want that. And 2, there's something called empty subscribers. So you have the numbers on your actual YouTube channel showing how many subscribers you have, but they don't turn into views because they're fake, of course. So if YouTube sees that, they're going to be like, oh, wow, your videos aren't doing well. So it's not going to push out your content at all anyway. And honestly, once you get monetized, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. All that matters is how many views you get. That's really all that matters. Because how much money you make from ad revenue is predicated on how many views you get, not how many subs you get. Paying for subscribers shows very short-term thinking, and that's not how you build a real brand. What I want you guys to do when you build your YouTube automation channels, or any channel for that matter, is that you want to build a real long-lasting brand and connection with the people who watch your videos. That's the one thing that will make sure your channel will not fall off or go down too quickly. If you create videos that aren't really engaging, you start paying for subscribers, you do all the stuff in shortcuts, you're not going to have a long-lasting business that you could be proud of. That's the goal of YouTube automation or any business at all. So I definitely suggest never, ever, ever pay for subscribers. So mistake number 5 is not uploading consistently. Now, I know it's easier said than done, right? Uploading consistently is not easy, no matter what you do, because honestly, social media is a huge game and it's a long marathon. It's not a sprint. But let me show you guys a specific hack that can help you stay consistent and put out the best content possible. Because a lot of people think that quality is more important than quantity. Well, you can have both if you do it correctly. So how you get the perfect balance of quality and quantity is that you make videos in the back end. What I mean is that you actually create the entire video. You create the script, the thumbnail, the voiceover, you put it all together and you post it on YouTube, but you keep it private. You don't actually push it out to YouTube's algorithm, because if you have a bunch of videos in the back end sitting ready for you, that means that you can actually upload consistently. Because you're not putting out a video every 2 days, every week. You put out a video consistently so that you can have consistent growth. A big problem people have is they upload 5 videos in a week and they just stop. I'd much rather you upload 1 video a week than 5 videos in 1 week and not keep up with it. Now, there are a couple upload schedules that I think every YouTuber should have. And they are uploading once a day, which can be difficult, but it is possible. Uploading once every other day, uploading 5 times a week, uploading 3 times a week, or at the very least, you should upload once a week at least. If you upload less than that, you're not going to see much growth, and it can hurt your channel because YouTube does punish you in the algorithm if you're not consistently putting out videos. So what I suggest is before you even upload your first video, what you must do is have a batch of at least 15 to 30 videos ready to go so you can upload consistently and not miss a day. Because one of the biggest things on YouTube is momentum. So mistake number 6 I see a lot of people make on YouTube, and especially YouTube automation, is only focusing on ad revenue. Now, I know ad revenue is probably the most enticing and probably the best way to make money on YouTube because it's just payments directly from YouTube. But there are a lot of cons when it comes to getting monetized by YouTube. And the problem is that, one, you have to wait for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, that's not hard, but it does take some time. I'd say if you upload consistently, you could hit that in about a couple months. Now, the thing is, a lot of people want to make money right now. So instead of only focusing on ad revenue before you actually create your channel, what you should do is figure out what you can sell or what you can promote before you get monetized. So for example, let's say you're making videos about meditation, you're making videos about chakras, prayer, beads, stuff like that, that very yoga type of content. What you can do is you can create that content, and before you get monetized, you can actually have a link in your description that sends you to some yoga products on Amazon or some products that really align with the type of content that you make. I know some meditation channels actually sell the sounds in the meditation video on iTunes. So there's so many ways to monetize your channel that people don't even think of. It's crazy. It's insane how many avenues you could actually make money from YouTube without ad revenue. You can also talk with sponsorships to help sponsor their own products, but that usually happens when you have a higher following, but you can still do it with a small following. And that type of revenue, like affiliate marketing and sponsorships, can be more stable than actually ad revenue. Because let's be honest, one day YouTube could change their rules and their policies and just completely cut you from ad revenue 100%. Now that's probably not going to happen if you make content that YouTube likes and you make content that's very engaging, very transformative. You'll probably be fine, but sometimes YouTube can make mistakes and you can lose some of your ad revenue. So you always want to make sure you have multiple streams of income from your channel so that you're totally fine. All right, mistake number 7 is the fact that people go into a saturated market. Now, part of having a successful business is actually doing two things. One, beating your competition, or 2, being in a space with very little competition. Now, when you're just starting out, I wouldn't suggest to go into any sort of niche that is super hard to get into. Like for example, if you want to start a gaming channel, that's going to be a lot harder today than it was back then. I'm not saying it can't be done, and you can definitely do it if you optimize it correctly and you actually go and create real good content for your viewers. But it is a much harder avenue to make money in. There's a book called 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, the ex-CEO of PayPal, and it basically explains how him and Elon Musk grew PayPal to what it is today. And how they actually grew it was by noticing that gap in the marketplace. They noticed that there weren't very good payment processors online, so they just created their own, and it really went fire. It was amazing how quickly it grew and how amazing it became. So what they understood is that it's super important to choose the right marketplace. So to make sure you're choosing the right YouTube channel that has the perfect number of competition and perfect number of search volume, I suggest using the app called vidIQ and researching the exact keywords that are searched on YouTube. Analyzing these keywords from vidIQ will let you know what type of channel, what type of videos will actually work and garner views very quickly. Because one of the worst things you could do is put so much time and effort into a product and have it not work out because it's just such a saturated market and you can't beat the competition in it. Alright, so the last big mistake that a lot of people make on YouTube, especially YouTube automation, is not planning out your content. Every single business needs a business plan. If you don't have a plan and you don't have any goals, you're taking a shot in the dark and it's not going to work. It's like the blind leading the blind. You need to make sure you have goals for every single video, every single upload schedule, how long you're going to upload, how fast are you going to upload. Every single thing you must do needs to be analyzed and have reasons as to why you're doing it. So many people on YouTube automation just make a video, post it, and just hope for the best. No, you have to have a certain plan. Now, if you guys want a rough draft plan, here's what I suggest. You guys should create at least 30 videos because 30 videos is around a good number to see if your videos are actually going to explode and going to do well. Then once you create those 30 videos, you analyze, see which ones do the best, which ones aren't doing well, and you cut out what's not working and you keep pushing out what is working. Once you have enough data from YouTube and you analyze exactly how it's going to work, that's when you can optimize and have your channel blow up and do very, very well. Now, if you guys want a super in-depth tutorial on how to plan out your content, how to hire people for YouTube automation, and how to really grow your own YouTube automation business, then you can click on the first link in my description below and check out my course called the Alabre Automation Academy. You'll get to see a step-by-step tutorial on how I create my videos, on how I hire people out, on how I plan my content, and how I make over $17,000 a month from YouTube automation specifically. You can also check out my free training in the description, or you can also just keep watching more of my videos because I'll keep pushing out good YouTube automation content for you guys. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see ya.